Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little different than what I normally do. I really just wanted to sit down and chat and just kind of give you guys a life update and a content update, and I got my iced chai here with me because fall is just around the corner, or at least me pretending it's fall even though it's 90 degrees is right around the corner. And so I just wanted to sit down, maybe you can make yourself a drink if you'd like, and we can just chat for a little bit. And I know there's only like 350 of you even subscribed, and no one's probably gonna even watch this video. I feel like no one probably even cares. But there are a couple of you I see in the comments all the time. I recognize your names, and so I figured I owe it to at least a few of you who I know really do love my content and everything. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. I hope that's cool with you all. So I figured we could start off and I could actually just tell you all a little bit about myself, because I feel like with social media and especially YouTube, like you just start following someone, you subscribe to someone, you see their content, but like you never really actually know who they are sometimes. So I figured I could just talk about myself a little bit, because you know, who doesn't love to do that? So my name's Becca, Becca Gargiulo. That's how you pronounce my last name if you were curious, and I am 20 years old. I am a college student. I'm a dance major at Virginia Commonwealth University. I'm just obviously not there currently, which we will get to later. I've been vegan for just over 3 years now, and I was vegetarian for a year before that, and that is just what really launched my interest in so many different things. From there, I got into zero waste, slow fashion, minimalism, social justice, and just so many different things. And that's, you know, what I want my YouTube channel to be about. I also love coffee and tea. Just any kind of fun beverage, I guess. I love fashion, I love interior design, I just love being creative in general, hence why I'm a dancer, I make YouTube videos. I feel like social media is such a creative platform and sometimes it doesn't get credit for that, but I really love doing this and I hope my content and my brand and all of that can grow one day. Also a Gemini, I'm an Enneagram 3, if that means anything to you. That's the achiever. So I love to hustle, which we will also get to later in this video, but I think that's really enough about me. I would also love if you want to leave a comment letting me know a few things about yourself. I would love to read that because I really want this to be more of a community. Yeah, that's just my goal for this little corner of the internet, just to be a little community. So I guess let's move into the life update. We're actually gonna go way back to earlier in the year. So like I said, I am a college student, so I was at VCU, which is in Richmond, Virginia, just doing my thing this spring. I was honestly at like pretty good like point in my life. Like I was happy with school, I was happy with my channel, what I was doing, and then the week before spring break, my mom called me at like 7 in the morning and she told me that my aunt had collapsed. She was 35 at the time. And she'd also been pregnant, which we didn't know about until then. And so I went home that weekend to be with my family, which is of course like very difficult. I also don't even know like why I'm telling the internet this when I really haven't even talked to any of my close friends really about this, but I don't know, maybe it's also kind of easier to just say this all to a camera. So yeah, I went home for the weekend, I came back for one more week of school, and then I went back home for spring break. My aunt was still in the hospital, and then my spring break got extended to 2 weeks because this is when Corona was becoming very much an issue in the United States. And then we just went completely online, and so I never really went back to my apartment, still had to pay rent, which was, you know, very fun. And so then I spent the rest of the semester dancing in my bedroom, you know, just dealing with Corona, dealing with all of this family stress and grief and everything. And that was pretty much my life for a few months. Yeah, I mean, I thought I was doing like pretty fine, you know, like obviously nothing was ideal, but like this was just how it was gonna be for a couple of months, you know, everything was hopefully gonna get sorted out in the world, the government was gonna get its shit together, you know, just like all of these things. And then in the beginning of June, my family had to make the decision to transfer my aunt to hospice, and then eventually she passed away, which has obviously just been awful for my entire family. I'm still very much not okay with that, over that. Shit. I thought I'd be fine talking to a camera. I'm just I mean, how does anyone get over that? I really don't know. And then also over the summer, George Floyd was killed, and the Black Lives Matter movement has had such a complete resurgence, and so obviously I think for everyone who cares about that issue, which is hopefully everyone, like this has been a very heavy time for that. And obviously I know like Black people have been dealing with these traumas their entire life, and I don't mean to belittle that, but I think this summer has just been pretty intense for everyone. And so I've just been, you know, dealing with all these things in the world. Yeah, and so then moving forward a little bit, I actually did go up to my college apartment for 2 weeks in July, right before our lease ended. So I was just hanging out with my roommate, which was nice because I literally hadn't seen her very much at all. She's my best friend, so that's been hard. And you know, I was just packing up a little bit, and then I came home, and then we went back up like the following weekend to move me out because our lease was ending, and we didn't renew it because it was literally the worst apartment ever. Like literally, I have so many stories about this apartment that are just like straight out of hell. It was so bad. If you go to BCU, please do not live in the Chesterfield apartments. I cannot stress that enough. So we were not renewing. And so then we began the very stressful search, you know, during Corona for a new apartment, and we were finally decided that we were looking for a 6-month lease because both of us want to study abroad in the spring. We'll see if that happens, but we figured if we got a 6-month lease, if study abroad doesn't happen, we could just extend it, of course, and then if it does happen, it wouldn't be as big of a deal. So by the time we finally, you know, like got that whole process sorted out, our lease does not start until mid-September, so that is why I am still at home. This is my bedroom at my parents' house. You guys probably recognize it by now. And so that's where I'll be for a couple more weeks until I move in, and yeah. That's kind of where I'm at now. So I've been in school for 2 full weeks, and it is just kicking my ass. I have so much homework to do, especially as a dance major. I just have so much written homework, which we have like a little bit of, but it is just like on steroids this year or something. And then with not being there physically, other students are there, being safe and wearing masks and all of that, of course, but me and my roommate and a few other students, we are taking classes virtually, and so it just sucks to not like be in a studio. Like I miss that so much, and it's just really not the same dancing at home. I just feel so like disconnected from dance and that whole side of my life, honestly. And so we were hoping that when we get there in September, school will still be in person and we will get to go, but you know, we have Corona cases at BCU. You know, many of other schools around me here in North Carolina have already transitioned to completely online, so we will see. I am holding on to the hope that I will get to go back, but obviously we have to stay safe, and that is what is important. So yeah, that's kind of what's been going on in my life the past few months. I've also just kind of felt like personally I'm going through like a big shift in myself. Like I feel like I'm just going through a lot of internal changes. Like I just had so much like dialogue with myself, and I feel like something good is coming, but I just have no idea what. I've just been grappling with everything that's going on in the world and what like role I have on this planet, what role my content has, like what directions I want to take my YouTube channel in and stuff. And so I'm still really just trying to figure that out. Thank you to all of you who are subscribed and are along on that ride with me, but I guess this can bring us to kind of the content update. So I have been trying my best through all of this to upload every single week. It definitely has not been like the same day or the same time, which is ideally what I would like because I'm like a very type A structured person, which has just really made this whole summer at home very difficult. So I would love if it was super consistent like that, but that just has not been able to happen with everything. But I've really been trying my best. But now that I'm back in school, like I have to do what's best for me, and I think that means scaling back a little bit on YouTube videos, as well as some school stuff. Like I did an audition for a piece on Friday that I wanted to, but I just knew I can't do that. I'm just the kind of person, like, I have so many interests, which I feel like you can tell by just all the different things I've talked about in this video, and I like being busy, I like doing stuff, I like working towards goals, but sometimes I'm just too busy, and I'm just at that point in my life, like I want to do all these things, but I just like physically can't unless I got no sleep, and I prioritize my sleep. Like I like getting a full night's sleep. I just couldn't do that, and I don't think I should have to sacrifice my sleep. Like, that's really pretty much internalized capitalism and hustle culture to a not great extent, and that's not what I want to do, and it's not what I'm even about. Like, it's not what I want my content to convey to you all. Like, if I had to break my back and get no sleep to make a video, like, how is that intentional living? That's not sustainable for me. That's not sustainable living. And so I really just think I have to scale back my content. So I have been toying with the idea of going back to uploading every other week. I have enough ideas I could upload every week, but this is just me and I don't get paid for this. In addition to school, I also have a job, which I only work 7-ish hours a week, which isn't that much for a job, but when you consider, like, that's pretty much the time it takes to edit a YouTube video on average for me. So, like, if I'm not getting paid for YouTube, but I have this other job that's paying me, like, obviously I have to do that. So I think I'm gonna scale back. I haven't really decided yet. I know that this coming week there will definitely not be a video, and that's because I am going to be releasing something big. This I've been working on since April, and it has just taken me so long because of everything I've stated. So that is going to be coming out, and that is going to be kind of a bit of a new content stream, but I'm very excited about that, and I just have so many ideas for content and like where I could go and what I could do, and I want to start working on it now. I just don't have the time. So I'm hoping that by scaling back my YouTube videos a little bit, maybe I'll have a little more time to work on these other things. So I will have that big secret announcement coming out this coming week. So definitely make sure you go follow me over on Instagram, because I will definitely be announcing it over there first. And also Instagram is like another content stream that I've really been putting a lot more effort into this past few months. I post like once or twice a week. I'm on my stories posting stuff. I would love to try out IGTVs, maybe some reels. So if you want a little bit more content from me, you know, in the times between videos, you can always go check me out over there. And even besides Instagram and this announcement, I have so many other ideas. So let me take a break. Hold on. Man, I love chai. So I think that is everything I wanted to say. Sorry if this wasn't what you were expecting for today's video. I'm also sorry if you were going to miss weekly uploads. Like I said, I haven't decided on that, but we shall see. I am excited for all these other things I'm working on. Yeah, 2020 has just been a very hard year for me. I know it has been for everyone, but so thank you to those of you who have stuck with me, to those of you who have subscribed, who have liked, who have commented. Like, that seriously means the world to me. Like, I don't know how to express that, like, and not sound cheesy and not sound fake, but like, it really does mean so much to me. I've wanted to, why am I getting emotional over this? Oh my god. I've wanted to make YouTube videos for years. I think my channel I actually started back in 2014, and just, you know, every couple of years I would decide I'm gonna do it, and then I would just after a while give up on it because I was so scared to put myself out there. I'm not a naturally confident person whatsoever. And then last January I finally decided, no, this is what I want to do. I want to use my voice. I want to just do this thing. And so I finally committed to it, and so thank you to those of you who have been so supportive, especially my boyfriend. Shout out to you, Cameron, because I know you're watching it to the end. Yeah, so I don't know how to end this video, but basically it's been a hard year for me, for everyone. I hope it gets better, but it's also not going to get better until as a society we make it better. So keep fighting the good fight, whatever lane that is for you. Just keep going, but take time for yourself, set up boundaries. I guess that's kind of what this whole video is. Stay passionate, stay creative, and I love you. I love you so much. I don't know if you needed to hear that today, but I love you, and we're gonna get through this, and nothing lasts forever. Okay, I think it's time to go. Bye everyone.